Hello everyone, I'm Milo Fisher, I'm from Gaming Capacity, and I'm here today to talk about the game Splunky. Splunky came out on the Xbox about a year ago now, and it's finally made its way to PC. So, is the PC release any good? Yes it is, and I'd like to take some time today to explain why it's such a good game, and why it's a lot of fun, and a game you should be thinking about getting. Spelunky, for all of you who don't know, is a randomly generated dungeon explorer, meaning you go deep inside caves in hopes of finding some lovely loot to take home with you. These rooms spawn different locations, meaning you could be in a jungle or an ice room, and as you venture deep down, they get harder and harder. When you enter a room, you will find that the room is littered with hundreds of treasures you can try and gather in hopes of spending in a shop later on in the game. But these rooms are also filled with horrible enemies that will hunt you down and try and kill you, because they really don't like you. To help you, you're given a trusty whip that can kill most enemies and stun others. The game plays a lot like the fantastical Super Meat Boy, meaning that the controls are fantastic, and any mistakes that are made never feel like problems with the game or the controls themselves, but maybe with the player and their lack of understanding in a way. The game has a nice sense of humour. As you can see from the video, we ventured deep inside these caves to rescue pugs that were lost centuries ago. The death animations are often quite silly and sometimes rather strange and sadistic, but never depressing, and always entertaining. And entertainment is the most important part of the game. The reason enjoyment is so important to the game is because the game is built on enjoyment. The game is brutally hard, but luckily it's also rather addictive. Every time you die, and you will die, it makes you want to lean back and say, "Oh, go on, one more game." It teaches you by being mean. Every mistake is a lesson learned, and this carries with you every time you play. The next game you play, you might make it a little bit further into the dungeon, and this gives you a great sense of achievement that many games fail to give these days. The game's single player is excellent, but where it excels is in multiplayer. The game allows 4-player co-op for the adventure mode, and can become rather hectic very quickly. But the best thing of multiple players is the deathmatch mode. This mode is a free-for-all showdown with bombs and whips flying everywhere. Randomly generated items drop at random times. It's a crazy time, and thanks to the incredibly difficult AI, which can be borderline impossible and unfair, gives the game hours of replay value, and often leaves people laughing their heads off as they fly off a cliff for unknown reasons. So that's Splunky. Honestly, people's enjoyment of the game will vary depending on how much they enjoy getting thrown around and killed over and over. But if you're the kind of person who likes Dark Souls or Rogue Legacy, this game is bound to tickle your fancy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, share it with your friends, and even subscribe. If you love games, make sure to go over to gamingcapacity.com every day for gaming news that you care about.